One of the best things that I find when I teach is the opportunities to be able to introduce Jesus to my students. And I was able to do this during one time, during the most surprising time, I would say, because I was subbing for PE and I don't know how I would be able to introduce Jesus in that subject. So I just allowed the Holy Spirit to work. And, Jesus surprised me so much. And during that time, we were just watching videos, just dancing along. And I paused it. I paused the YouTube video in order for me to give the instructions for our next game. What I didn't know was that YouTube was on autoplay, so it immediately played a video of Jesus. Around that time, it was during Easter, and it was playing a live video from Catholic Gothic. It was a music video, and essentially, and it was live, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's Jesus!" And I was like, "Ah, they know him." And but I was also a bit frantic because I didn't want it to be them. I didn't want it to be a problem, I guess. But then, so I paused it, and then they said, "Oh, that's Jesus," and then I said, "Yeah, that's Jesus, the one true God, the one who loves you so much." And then one of them asked, "Is Jesus real?" You really gotta love children. And so I said, yeah, he's definitely real. He's a living God. And if there's anything that you want, you can just ask him. And then one of the students, I will never forget this, he says, as always, there's interference whenever I talk about Jesus online. But yeah, so to continue the story, one of the students again said, I'll ask Jesus for a cat because my mom and my dad won't let me have one. And I simply smiled. And then soon after, one of the other children right at the back of the room says, yeah, I want a cat too. And it became such a cute thing because everyone wants a cat now and they're asking Jesus. And I was frantic because I didn't know their parents and I didn't want it to be a problem because I don't know, maybe their parents don't want the additional responsibility and stuff. And I was like, oh, maybe they'll get a cat, but then it's because of, I don't want there to be any issues because of this. And then I asked, okay, go ahead and ask the Lord, but always trust that He has the best for you and He will give it to you in the most perfect time. That's it. So I really hope that that kid gets a cat for sure. If not, then there's a better time for it.